Hey, you. I saw you in the crowd today. Yeah, I did. Don't look so surprised. You think I wouldn't notice you showing up to one of my rallies? Come here. Step away from all the noise for a second. Just you and me. That's it. Over here by the trees, where we can actually hear each other think. God, that was intense, wasn't it? All those people, all that energy, all those voices rising together. My throat's still raw from chanting. My hands are still tingling from clapping. And my heart's still racing from the adrenaline, from the hope, from seeing all those faces who actually care, and from seeing your face in the middle of it all. I wasn't sure you'd come. I know this isn't really your usual scene. You're more of the quiet observer type, the one who sits in the back of the lecture hall, taking notes, thinking things through. Not the type to hold a sign and shout into a megaphone. But there you were, holding that hand-painted cardboard sign, looking a little awkward, a little out of place. But you were there, and that means everything to me. Do you have any idea how rare that is? Someone actually showing up when it matters? Most people just talk. They say they care. They post about it online. They share infographics. But when it comes to actually being here, actually standing in the sun for hours, actually using their voice, they disappear. But you showed up. I've been watching you, for a while now. Not in a creepy way, just noticing. The way you actually listen in our environmental science class. The way you ask questions that show you're really thinking about the systems, not just memorizing facts for the test. The way you brought your own container to the coffee shop when everyone else just takes the disposable cups. Small things, quiet things, but they add up. And I thought maybe, just maybe, you'd be someone who'd understand why this matters so much to me. Why I spend my weekends at rallies instead of parties. Why I organize campus cleanups instead of going to football games. Why I actually give a damn about what happens to this planet. Everyone thinks they know me, the popular girl, the one who's always surrounded by people, always smiling, always on. But they don't see this side, the side that stays up at night reading climate reports, the side that cries over news about coral bleaching and species extinction, the side that feels like she's screaming into a void sometimes because no one really wants to hear it. But I think you might hear it. I think you might get it. And that's why I wanted to pull you aside, away from everyone else. I wanted to ask you something. The protest camp. We're staying here overnight, keeping the momentum going, making sure our voices don't fade the moment the news cameras leave. There's going to be more speeches at sunset, workshops on direct action, community building, shared meals around the campfire. And I want you to stay. I want you to be part of this, even just for tonight. I know it's a lot to ask. I know you probably have homework or plans or a dozen reasons to go home. But something tells me you're curious. Something tells me you want to see what happens when the crowd thins, when it's just the people who really care, when it's just us. So what do you say? Will you stay with me tonight? You will? Good. I was hoping you'd say that. Come on. Let me show you around the camp, introduce you to some people, get you settled in. We've got tents set up over there, sleeping bags. Someone brought a portable stove. We're making dinner together later. It's all very grassroots, very communal. Not exactly the glamorous popular girl image, is it? No designer clothes, no fancy restaurant reservations, just dirt under my fingernails and a hoodie I've worn 3 days straight. But this is where I feel most like myself. This is where the mask comes off, where I don't have to perform, where I can just be. And I want you to see that side of me, the real side. Because I have a feeling you'll like her even more than the version everyone else knows. Here we are. This is the heart of the camp. See those tents? We've got about 20 people staying overnight. Some are students like us, some are local organizers, some are just people who care enough to give up their Saturday night. That big tent over there is the community space. We hold meetings in there, share resources, plan tomorrow's actions. And that's the supply tent. Water, snacks, first aid, extra signs and markers if anyone needs them. Over here, this is where we'll be sleeping. I mean, not together, unless you want to share a tent for warmth and space efficiency. God, I sound like I'm trying to justify it with logistics. I'd like it if you were close, that's all. Let me tell you why I do this, why I organize these rallies, why I drag myself out of bed at dawn to make signs and send emails and rally people who'd rather stay comfortable. It started when I was 15. My family took a trip to the coast, and I saw the beach I'd loved as a kid, covered in trash. Plastic bottles, wrappers, fishing nets tangled in the rocks, dead seabirds with bellies full of microplastics. I stood there and I cried, because it felt like we'd broken something sacred, something that was supposed to be forever. And when I came home, I started reading, learning, understanding just how deep the crisis goes. The more I learned, the more I felt like I had to do something, like staying silent would make me complicit. So I started small. Campus recycling initiatives, beach cleanups, educational workshops. And then I realized individual action isn't enough. We need systemic change. We need to pressure the people in power. We need to make noise until they can't ignore us anymore. That's what today was about. That's what tonight is about. Showing them we're not going away. Showing them we're serious. Showing them we'll fight for a future worth living in. Everyone at school sees me as the girl who has it all, the social life, the grades, the effortless confidence. But they don't see the nights I can't sleep because I'm thinking about how little time we have left to turn things around. They don't see the guilt I feel for living in a system that's destroying the planet, even when I try to minimize my impact. They don't see how lonely it gets caring this much when everyone around you just wants to talk about parties and dating and trivial things. I'm not saying those things don't matter. I'm not saying I don't enjoy them too. But sometimes I feel like I'm living in two different worlds, and I can't fully belong to either one. And then there's you, showing up today, quiet, thoughtful, present. And I thought, maybe I'm not as alone as I feel. Maybe there's someone who can exist in both worlds with me, someone who sees me, really sees me. Is that too much to put on you? Am I being too intense? I have a tendency to do that, dive in too deep, too fast. But something about tonight, something about you being here, makes me want to be honest, completely honest, about why this matters, and about why you matter. The sun's starting to set. Look at that sky, orange and pink and purple, like the earth itself is putting on a show for us. Come sit by the fire. People are gathering, bringing food, sharing stories. This is my favorite part, when the day's action winds down and we become a community, a family. Here, this log. It's the best spot. Close enough to the fire for warmth, but not so close that the smoke gets in your eyes. Someone brought vegetarian chili. Someone else made cornbread. There's fruit and trail mix, and I think someone's making s'mores later. Very official activist cuisine. But honestly, food tastes better when you've earned it, when you've spent the day fighting for something bigger than yourself. That girl over there, the one with the dreadlocks and the nose ring, that's Maya. She's been organizing protests since she was 16. She's incredible. And that guy next to her, that's James. He does legal observation. Make sure the cops don't overstep. He saved a lot of people from wrongful arrests. Everyone here has a story. Everyone here has a reason they care. And now you're part of that, part of this circle, part of this movement. How does it feel, being here with all of us around this fire? Does it feel different than you expected? You're saying it feels right, like you didn't know this was missing until you found it. Yeah, I know that feeling. The first time I came to a protest camp, I felt the same way, like I'd finally found my people. People who didn't think I was crazy for caring. People who matched my energy. People who got it. And tonight, having you here, it feels even more right. Because I've wanted to share this part of my life with you for so long, and now you're finally here, seeing it, experiencing it. The fire's getting brighter as the sky gets darker, and everyone's settling in, passing around bowls of chili, laughing, talking, planning. Someone's playing guitar softly in the background, a folky, gentle melody that blends with the crackling of the fire. This is what it's all about. Not just the rallies and the chanting, but this, the connection, the solidarity, the love. Because you can't fight for the earth without loving it, and you can't love the earth without loving the people on it. And right now, sitting here with you, with the firelight dancing on your face, with your shoulder almost touching mine, I feel that love so strongly for this moment, for this movement, for you. Did I just say that out loud? I did. Okay, well, it's out there now. I'm not taking it back, though, because it's true. I feel something for you, something I've been trying to ignore or rationalize or push away. But tonight, it's impossible to ignore. Everyone's starting to drift off to their tents. The fire's dying down, and it's just us now. Just you and me, and the embers glowing in the darkness, and a sky full of stars we never get to see in the city. Look up. Look at all those stars. Thousands of them, millions, each one a sun with its own planets, its own potential for life. And here we are, on this one fragile planet, the only home we've ever known. Sometimes I look at the stars and feel so small, like nothing I do matters in the grand scheme of the universe. But then I remember, we're part of the universe too. We're made of stardust. We're connected to all of it. And what we do here, on this planet, in this moment, it does matter. It matters to the forests, to the oceans, to the animals who can't speak for themselves. And it matters to each other, to the people we love, to the future generations who deserve a world as beautiful as the one we inherited. I don't usually get this philosophical, but something about tonight, something about you, brings it out of me. Can I tell you something I've never told anyone? Being the popular girl, it's exhausting. It's like wearing a costume every single day. Always smiling, always agreeable, always perfect. People expect me to have it all together, to be the girl who can do everything, who never struggles, who never doubts. But the truth is, I doubt all the time. I doubt if I'm doing enough, if I'm making a real difference, if anyone actually cares about the things I care about, or if they just like the image of me caring. I doubt if anyone would like the real me, the messy me, the one who's terrified of failing, the one who cries over documentaries about dying coral reefs, the one who feels too much. And then I see you, in class, at the rally, here tonight, and you're not performing, you're just you. Quiet, thoughtful, present, real. And it makes me want to be real too, want to drop the act, want to show you who I am underneath all the popularity and the expectations. You're so easy to talk to. Do you know that? You just listen without judgment, without interruption, just present. Most people are already thinking about what they're going to say next, but you actually hear me. I've been watching you for months, noticing the little things, the way you always hold the door for people, even when they don't notice or say thank you. The way you volunteer at the community garden every Saturday morning, getting your hands dirty, planting food for people who need it. The way you actually read the articles I post instead of just liking them and scrolling past. I notice everything about you. The way you tuck your hair behind your ear when you're concentrating. The way you smile to yourself when you're reading something interesting. The way your eyes light up when you're talking about things you're passionate about. And I've been wanting to talk to you, really talk to you, for so long. But I didn't know how. Didn't know if you'd be interested. Didn't know if you saw me as anything more than the popular girl who organizes protests. But tonight feels different. Like the universe brought us together, here, at this fire, under these stars, for a reason. I'm not usually this vulnerable. I don't usually let people see this side of me. But with you, it feels safe. It feels right. Tell me something about you, something real, something you don't usually share. You're saying you've been watching me too? That you've wanted to approach me, but you thought I was out of your league? That I wouldn't be interested in someone like you? Someone like you, as if you're not exactly the kind of person I've been hoping to find. Someone genuine, someone kind, someone who cares about making the world better, not for recognition, but because it's right. You're not out of my league. If anything, I've been worried I'm not good enough for you. That you'd see through all the popularity, all the performance, and realize I'm just scared and human and trying my best. But maybe that's enough. Maybe we're both enough, just as we are. You're shivering. The temperature's dropping. Here, come closer. We can share body heat. It's practical, efficient. And maybe I just want you close. There, that's better. I can feel your warmth, your shoulder against mine, your hand so close I could just reach over and... Is this okay? Me being this close? You're nodding. Good, because I don't want to move. I want to stay right here with you for as long as possible. The fire's almost out now, just glowing coals, pulsing with heat, like a heartbeat. I meant what I said earlier about feeling something for you. I know it's sudden. I know we're just really getting to know each other. But sometimes you just know, don't you? You feel it in your chest, this pull, this certainty that this person matters, that they could change everything. And you change everything. The way I see myself, the way I see the world, the way I see what's possible. Before tonight, I felt alone in this fight, like I was the only one carrying this weight. But now, with you here, it feels lighter. like maybe we can carry it together. I'm not asking you to jump into anything. I'm not asking you to define what this is. I just want you to know that you matter to me, that tonight matters, that this, whatever this is between us, it's real. And I want more of it, more nights like this, more conversations, more moments where we can just be, without the noise, without the performance, without the world demanding things from us. Just you and me, figuring it out together. Can we do that? Can we see where this goes? You're saying yes. You're saying you want that too. God, you have no idea how happy that makes me. I've been so scared, so worried I was reading this wrong, that I was projecting my feelings onto you. But you feel it too, this connection, this potential. Come, here, let me. That was my first kiss at a protest camp. Probably yours too. But it won't be the last. I can promise you that. I can feel your heart racing. Or is that mine? Maybe it's both. I want to remember this moment forever. The smell of wood smoke, the sound of crickets, the feeling of your lips on mine. The way the world seems to stop, just for us, just for now. I could kiss you again and again and again, but we have time. We have all night, and all the nights after that. For now, let's just sit here, together, watching the embers fade, feeling this, whatever this is, bloom between us. I'm getting sleepy. The exhaustion from the day is catching up with me. But I don't want to go to my tent yet. I don't want this to end. Will you stay with me a little longer? Just holding me like this, your arm around my shoulders, my head resting against you, feeling your breathing, slow and steady. This feels like safety, like home, like everything I've been searching for. You know what's funny? I've been on dozens of dates with guys who looked perfect on paper, popular, athletic, ambitious, but I never felt this ease, this rightness. I was always performing, always trying to be what they wanted, never just being. But with you, I don't have to try. I can just exist, and that's enough. You make me feel enough, just as I am. And that's the most beautiful gift anyone's ever given me. Tomorrow we'll wake up early, watch the sunrise over the camp, have breakfast together, plan the next rally, and maybe you'll come to the next one, and the one after that, and we'll build this thing together, this movement, this relationship, because that's what I want, to build something with you, something real, something that matters, not just for the planet, but for us. I'm falling asleep in your arms, and it feels perfect. Can we just stay like this until the sun comes up? You're saying yes, wrapping your jacket around both of us, keeping me warm. You're so good to me, already, and we're just beginning. Thank you for coming today. Thank you for staying. Thank you for seeing me. I'll see you in the morning, my eco-warrior, my partner in this fight, mine. Sleep well. I've got you. We've got each other. And tomorrow, we'll change the world, one small action at a time, together. The sun's coming up. I can see the light through my eyelids. Did we really sleep out here all night by the fire? We did. Your arms are still around me. and I've never felt more rested. Good morning. You look beautiful in this light, the golden hour painting everything warm. Last night feels like a dream, but you're here, real, solid, mine. People are starting to wake up. I can hear movement in the tents. Someone's starting the coffee. But let's stay here just a little longer, in our bubble, before the day begins. I meant everything I said last night, in case you were wondering if it was just the emotion of the moment. I want this. I want you. I want us. And I want to keep fighting for what matters. But now I get to fight with you beside me. We should probably get up, help with breakfast, start preparing for today's actions. But first, can I just... good morning kiss, to make it official that last night was real, that this is real. Come on, let's face the day together, my amazing, thoughtful, beautiful partner. This is just the beginning of so many mornings, so many fights, so many moments, and I can't wait for all of them, as long as they're with you. We've been working all morning, setting up for the next phase of the protest, but I keep catching your eye across the camp and smiling like an idiot. Everyone's starting to notice. Maya asked me if something happened, and I couldn't stop blushing. I told her about you, about us, and she was so happy for me. She said she's never seen me this light, this radiant, and it's all because of you. The rally's starting again soon. More speeches, more chanting, more fighting for our future. But now it feels different because I'm not alone anymore. I have you beside me, holding my hand, raising your voice with mine. This is what solidarity feels like. This is what love feels like, intertwined with purpose, with meaning. And I'm so grateful for yesterday, for last night, for this morning, for you. After today's rally, do you want to get dinner? Somewhere quiet, just the two of us, where we can talk more, plan more, dream more. You're saying yes. Of course you are, because this is what we do now. We say yes to each other, to possibility, to us. Okay, the rally's starting. Time to raise our voices again. But tonight we'll have more quiet moments, more firelit conversations, more kisses under the stars. I'll see you out there in the crowd, fighting beside me, my partner, my equal, my love. It's late now. We're back at the camp. Another successful day of making noise, of being heard, and I'm exhausted in the best way. The way that comes from using your energy for something that matters. Come to my tent with me. We'll sleep properly tonight in sleeping bags, close together. Don't worry, I'm too tired for anything except sleep, and maybe cuddling. Here, let's get comfortable. You on that side, me on this side, close enough to touch. There, that's perfect. Today was incredible, seeing you fully engaged, asking questions, challenging ideas, contributing your own. You're a natural at this, at caring, at fighting for what's right. And having you here, it makes everything better, more bearable, more hopeful. I think we make a really good team in activism and in life. I'm so sleepy, but so happy. Happier than I've been in a long time. Because of you. Because you showed up. Because you stayed. Because you chose this. Chose me. Good night, my love. Sleep well, dream of a better world, and know that we're building it together. See you tomorrow, and every tomorrow after that. I love you. I really do. Now sleep, rest. Let the earth hold you. Let me hold you, and know you're exactly where you belong. Good night, my eco warrior, my partner, my everything. Sweet dreams.